Hello YouTube, welcome. I'm back doing some videos again. Today we're doing a deck tech on Blue Black Control and Standard after the Omnath ban, and I feel like this deck, or Control in general, got a lot better now that Omnath is at a Standard, just for the fact that they don't gain extra value from Escape to the Wilds and Genesis Ultimatum and stuff like that. Those two cards were kind of annoying against Control because you counter something and then they can Genesis Ultimatum and get free advantage off it. So with Omnath gone and the Omnath Genesis, the Ultimatum, Escape to the Wild, Adventure decks are gone, Control got a lot better. So this is a take on Blue Black Control I'm testing. Currently I'm 7-1 right now with the deck overall. I'm in the event, the standard event right now. I am 4-0 with it in the event. I'm about to go into my 5th match. But before I did that, I figured let's give it a deck tech on the deck. So we have 2 Blood Chiefs. This is to deal with planeswalkers, creatures, early removal. You got to get rid of, there's adventure decks being played, so you have to get rid of the little guys that gives them draw power and whatnot. Get rid of, there's a lot of 2-drop and less creatures, so it's good. As far as more than this, I don't think so, just because there's not that many planeswalkers being played. So you have creature removal here, so being access to planeswalkers is not really necessary at the moment, other than like Ashiok and Liliana being played. There's not too many planeswalkers. Cling to the Dust, there's a lot of rogues out there. This card has been MVP against the rogue decks. I've played against, I think, 3 rogue decks, and I'm 3-0 against them. They mill this card, I empty my graveyard, draw cards, draw my kill spells, draw counter spells, and now their Drown in the Locks are useless against me because now I have no graveyard. Their Into the Stories cost 7 mana now because I have no graveyard, so it really hurts their deck, and they're just going to mill it for you anyway, so you might as well. This card has been MVP right now. Essence Scatters, there's a lot of mid-range decks too in the format. Gruul Aggro, Gruul Adventures, Golgari, Mono Red, green, 2 mana cheap counter spell is pretty good. This, I've used it a little bit. I'm still on the fence with it because I've used it, it's worked, and I've also had it stuck in my hand and I just play it as a land. I would say 8 out of 10 times I've played this card as a land rather than a counterspell. So it's a land worst case scenario, and it could be a counterspell, so it's not bad, and that's why it's a 2 of and not like a 4 of or something. So it's up in the air right now for it. Negates, what's it called, rogues. There's going to be more control decks in the format now, so having access to more counterspells helps. There's a lot of these, so 2 mana counter these is really good. 2 eliminates, 2 heartless acts. The reason why this is because this card's like Scavenging Ooze. There's the 1 mana green creature that he comes in with counters on it, or the green deck in general. They play a lot of creatures with that gain counters, so this becomes useless and this becomes strong. But then again, there's a lot of creatures that are just big and this can't kill it and this can't, so 2-2 mix is a solid number and you can deal with most of the stuff. Maze Mind Tome, good control card. You can drop this turn 2 and just kind of sit back on it, draw cards, gain 4 life at the end of the thing. It's a good way, and plus your turn 2 plays. You do have a lot of turn 2 plays, but you can take a turn off if you need to and just play this. Another one, a land, and it could go grab spells for you. This has been actually really good. It got me some counter spells. It got me Shark Typhoons. I've played this way more times as a spell than a land. I have played it as a land because I needed my land drop, but I've played it way more times as a spell. Thirst for Minis, another instant speed draws effect. I'm kind of on the fence with this. I'm not sure if I should run this as my draw spell or the 4 mana draw 3 discard 1 effect. So I'm trying this out right now just because I run 4 Shark Typhoons, so I can technically draw 3 cards and discard Shark Typhoon, or you can just draw and discard 2. It kind of feeds Cling to the Dust. You can, against control, you can get rid of your useless cards like Eliminate, Heartless Act. So I don't know, it's good, but it's being tested because the 4 mana one's also, but this is 3 mana versus 4 mana. 4 neutralizes, obviously it's a control deck, you need counter spells. It has cycling, that's core. Extinction, lots of creature decks. Extinction got a lot better now because there's a lot more creature decks, and the creature decks now that are being played, once they drop, they gain their value. They don't keep gaining value like Omnath. They won't just keep gaining value. So once they cast it, it's in play. You can just exile it, and like I said, there's a lot more creature decks being played. So exiling their creatures is really good. Another land, creatures, spells. Control is kind of moving with all these double-sided cards. Control is kind of moving towards playing a lot of these land spell effects, because worst case scenario, you can play them as your land, and Control needs a bunch of lands in play to do all their spells. And best case scenario, it's a removal. Ashiok's one of your win conditions. 2 of this could be maybe a 3 of in the deck too. I've won most of my games with Ashiok. Obviously, I've won my games with Shark Typhoon as well, but I've won most of my games with Ashiok. It's just really good. It removes something, makes them exile a card from the hand, creates 2/3 bodies. I've ultimated hers, or -7'd her so many times. 4 Shark Typhoons, good against the rogue deck, cycles, it creates a body, it's a win condition. I'm trying one of these, obviously, because it's just a solid card. Worst case scenario, you have to pay 3 life to bring it in untapped. Best case scenario is you get to draw and you have no hand size. Here's the land base, kind of basic, lands, castle. Obviously, you're in blue, you're 2 colors, so the 2 castles are good. Here's another win condition. As a 1-of, it's fine because you're in 2 colors, you're not in 3, 4 colors now. So as a 1-of, it shouldn't hurt your mana theoretically, but it hasn't hurt my mana at all. And I've actually won. I got this up to a 14-14 last game, and I attacked this through for lethal. So like late game, when you have all these lands, you can just keep pumping this, and then just animate it. If you have a counter spell or 2 behind in your hand, animate it and attack for game. So that's the main board. There's, like I said, there's a couple of cards. Thirst for Meaning, maybe Jawardi. You can maybe bring this down to 1, but I've loved it against the rogue deck, so that's kind of iffy. Extinction you can maybe bring down to 3 if you need to. Alright, so Sideboard. Once again, Cling. There's a lot of rogue decks out there. Cling to Dust is very good against them. It's a cheap kind of way to do stuff, 4 Duresses, good against Control, good against these, Rakdos mid-range kind of decks, control decks. This is a card that I'm kind of trying in the Sideboard. It's another rogue card, so we'll see what happens with this. It's not obviously good because a lot of their creatures have 3 toughness, but it's also kind of good because it only takes 2 to exile. So I'm trying it. I haven't brought it in yet, but you never know. Negate against control decks, more removal, eliminate Heartless Act against those green type of decks, big green type of decks. Brazen Borrower is against, since you can't really get rid of artifacts off the field here, this kind of bring this in against like Great Henge. You can bring it in against the Tome if you want, but enchantments, artifacts you can't get rid of is a win condition. This is against like the white decks that make their creatures indestructible or hexproof like that. This is another one that's good against the Golgari Adventures and Gruul Adventures. I casted this and wiped their whole board and graveyard. Ugin is a kind of catch-all effect. That's the deck. Let's go into the event. Currently 4-0 in the event with this deck. Overall, I'm 7-1. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this deck runs. It's been running pretty good. This deck's been running pretty good. There's a little bit of tweaks for this deck, but overall, very solid deck. I mainly play Historic, but I have to play and practice for the qualifier in 2 weeks, or the 23rd or whatever it is, and it's a standard event is the reason. So well, this hand is very bad. You have 1 land. This is not a great hand, not by a long shot. So we're gonna mull. It's not a great hand either, but I do have 3 lands. So I could just bottom one of this, I guess. It's not a, I mean, obviously it's not a great hand, but you have 3 lands, so you have Extinction. He's in some form of green deck, okay. So I guess we'll put this on blue, just because I have enough black mana that this could come in untapped anyways. So having that double blue might come in handy eventually, but alright, so he's most likely Gruul Adventures here. So these Gruul Adventures, huh? So against Gruul Adventures, your biggest trouble is what's it called, the red thing. I forgot what it's called. Embercleave. Embercleave is the toughest card. Alright, so I gotta get rid of this. This is even. Both his cards are odd, so is it worth it just to kill the even? No, because this is even too. So we have 2 evens, we have an odd. I think I just have to get rid of this, and whatever he casts, I can either call even or odd, I guess. So we'll see what happens. It's not Evolving Wilds. Oh, okay, because they run that one guy, the 1/1 landfall trigger guy. So I could use this and gain some life, which I'm gonna do that because this doesn't really do much anyways. Obviously you could technically have waited till he removed Evolving Wilds, but I think it's fine because you gotta keep your life total high anyways. So alright, so there's a negate. So I don't think they play the Great Henge. I don't believe so. So if I play Extinction on even, this can't attack. Alright. I don't think the Gruul Adventure decks play the Great Henge. I think it's in the sideboard. I could be wrong. They might have updated it. And what is this guy? Whenever this creature mutilates this short-term artifact or enchantment opponent controls. Alright, so he has a 4/4, huh? So we're gonna do this. As long as he doesn't draw a 1/1, we should be fine. This has trample, so I have to get rid of it anyways. Because if I create the body, he can trample over and do damage to this guy. So it doesn't have a 1/1, so that's good. Oh no! He just drew the 1/1. Oh, come on. And then he gets the adventure off. That was so good. That was actually like the perfect draw for him. Because now Love Struck can kill. Okay, so let's see. It's odd, 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 even. I need another Extinction. I run 4 of them. Did not draw Extinction. Alright, well, gotta kill this. Do I? If I kill this, I can make a 2/2. I can block this. I take 9. Then this one can't attack very much more. But then I'm thinking what he's gonna do is he's gonna mutilate this onto this. Alright, so we still have to kill this though. If he wouldn't have drawn the edge wall there and just, I don't know, draw a land, another big creature, whatever, we would have been fine because we would have had Ashiok here, but that's unfortunate. He drew the other edge wall. Yeah, that was very, very, very unfortunate. That might just win him the game. So we're gonna have to cycle for 2. Let's hope he didn't draw Embercleave. He does have enough mana. There's no pause, so I'm assuming there's no Embercleave here. Otherwise, he would hold priority technically if he had Embercleave, or the game would hold priority for him, I should say. I have enough cards. I can use this to exile a creature, gain some life. So technically, I'm at 9. So I'm gonna play this because I could cycle this. I'm gonna hold this back to block something so that I take only 4. I have a counter spell, a cycle, and a cling to dust that I can all play on this, possibly on this. Can't play them all obviously on the same turn, but I could do either cling and negate, or I could do cycle and negate. I could do 2 of the 3. I'm looking for extinction technically here. Am I? This is even though, so I have to negate that. Otherwise that would just be lethal. So he has 4, 7, 8. So let's see what I get if I cycle. Thirst doesn't do anything, so I have to block here. Take 4. Not dead yet. I do not know any deck building articles. I do not. No, unfortunately I don't. But there's a lot of good deck building articles on like Star City, stuff like that. So 4 to gain 5. I could block this. I guess I'm not dead because I could cycle this for 1, make a 1/1 block here. I could do this to gain life, so go to 1. So we're just gonna pass. The 1/1 kind of ruined the whole strategy though. So we have to do this for 1. Wait, could we even do that? We can't, right? Because that costs 3 mana and this costs... Can't even do that actually. I don't have 7 mana. Alright, let's see what we hit. That's game. That is game. Alright, so Gruul Adventures. We just bring in more removal. Most of their creatures are 3 and less. So this is good. Cling to Dust doesn't do anything against them. We take out a Thirst here. We have 4 extinctions. Ugin's really good against them, but I don't know if I'll get to 8 mana is the question. Could cut 1 and try it. If I cast an Ugin, it's very solid. They should have some good articles on Star City games, I think. I haven't been on there in a long time. It's been years since I've been on them. I have an early removal, I have an early tome, I have a cycle, I have 2 lands. We'll give it a try. Borrow is good for tempo, and it is. That's true. But then there's not very much... I guess it's... I could cut maybe another tome for a borrower, yeah. Borrow would... I could easily see you bring in Borrower against here. Maybe instead of the Ugin, you cut another tome and bring in the 2 Brazen Borrowers. It's good for the tempo. I can see that. Alright, so we're gonna play Tome here, and then obviously we're end step. We're gonna do the Scry effect, and then we have kill spells. So as long as he doesn't get a early Henge in play. Interesting, he doesn't even have a turn 2 play. That's too late. That's a good card, but it's too late of a card. So what does he have? What's his earliest play? Turn 3 then? He kind of kept a slow hand then. Sure. I think I'm going to draw a card here. Because if I draw a card, if it's a land, then I can use these. And it's only 3 damage technically right now. So there's the land. And now I can hold up counter spells. I could take 3 damage from this. So that's why I use this, because I could take 3 damage. I'm still at 20. I'll take 5, that's fine. I'd rather hold up the counter spell here. What does he have? Okay, now this is a 2-for-1. Because I get to kill this and fizzle this. Now this no longer goes to the adventure zone. So that was a 2-for-1. So I was going to take 5, but since he's going to go for 8, I would even take 8. But there's no way I'm not taking a 2-for-1 here. Alright, so this is probably going to be useless, so we'll play this as a land. As you see, as I mentioned, this most of the time gets played as a land rather than a spell, but like I said, worst case scenario, it's a land for you, and you need lands in control anyways. Edge wall. Can't let edge wall resolve though, because then he just casts this for free. And I have anyways eliminate for the Bone Crusher, so I don't care about that part. I gotta keep his hand, it says hand size is low, which is good for me. Well, there's Ugin, but so what I'm gonna do here is I could cast Ashiok, but I would be afraid of Embercleave. So what I'm gonna do instead is hold up eliminate and neutralize, or neutralize and Maze Tome, or eliminate and Maze Tome. I'm gonna hold up 2 spells this turn. Whereas I play this, he has like Embercleave or Henge or something like that, then I'm kind of just dead in the water. Kind of, per se. See, there's Embercleave. So I can negate Embercleave and kill this. I think that's best, because I can't let this stay on the field. So we're going to negate this. And see, if I would have played Ashiok and plus, then I would have, my Ashiok would have just died. I'll take 2, it's fine. See, so you gotta, when you're playing control, you have to think worst case scenario. And worst case scenario was, I was thinking Embercleave. Oh, he has Ranger Guile, that's pretty good. Nice, alright. Do I want to gain life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna see if I could draw a land. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll just pass. We'll hold this up, hold this up, hold this up. Yeah, when you're playing control, you gotta think worst case scenario. And worst case scenario there was Embercleave. So I'm just gonna take 4. Hope that he, you know, because I can't tap out, and he might have another Embercleave, and I could just do this end step anyways. Create a 4/4. Now I have a counter spell and a 4/4 to block this. So I'm just gonna pass, no attacks. I'm at 7, but I'm gonna gain 4 life here, so I'll go to 11. So not even close to being dead yet. Does he have the primal, whatever it's called? He does. So I'm just gonna counter that. I wonder why he only paid the way he paid though. So what does he have? What 3-mana spell does he have? Get to draw a card here, gain some life. Now I guess if I want to, I could just kill this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just kill it. I'm thinking he has maybe another Ranger's Guile. Is that what it is? No, I guess not. Just play this tapped. No attacks. I should probably attack. He doesn't play any haste creatures. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Alright, so the temple play. That's actually not bad of an idea. Let's see. So now I am on the draw. This becomes worse. Ugin. So let's see. I have 21 lands, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Maybe I just cut the Ugin, put 2 Brazens in, and call it a day. Yeah, let's call it a day. Ugin's better, obviously, on the play because you get to your mana quicker. On the draw, it's a lot slower. So, and it is good against them, but it's also not good against them because it's an 8-mana play. By turn 8, you could just be dead. So it's it goes, you know, both ways. It goes both ways. All right, so I have removal. We'll keep. I have removal. I have a cycle. I have extinction. So it's not that bad of a, not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst, I should say. It also depends on what he has in his hand. Alright, so we are going to play Island here. I guess it doesn't matter because this is technically Island. So let's just play the castle. Because this is Island anyways. I was going to play the Island because of this, but this is Island, so it doesn't matter. So what does he have? He has like Fable Passage. That'd be... Oh, he has a... Why is he highlighting his creatures? Does he have the guy that can... Whatever it's called, the... So let's see. This is even. This is even. That's odd. I have a feeling that he has Ranger's Guile, but I mean, I'd rather have him use Ranger's Guile than cast this anyways, so this way, I mean, see, he's not going to Ranger's Guile, he'd rather just cast this 5/5, yeah. Alright, so if he plays Ranger's Guile here, huh? So I'm going to put this on black. So he plays Ranger's Guile. So I'm going to try and create a 1/1 and block this and see if he Ranger's Guiles it. If he has Henge here, then that's very bad. Alright. Ooh, he could have Embercleave here too. And look, there's a pause. There's a pause. So he could easily have Embercleave. I think he has Embercleave. Because it held priority for him. Usually that means there's an Embercleave. Well, we're going to force out his Embercleave, I guess. The question is, though, who's he going to Embercleave? Is he going to put it on the Love Struck and hit me for 12? Or is he going to put it on the 1/1? See, he has an Embercleave. He could have Bone Crusher here too, but I feel like it's an Embercleave. If he had Bone Crusher, he would have done it prior to blocks. Let's see the Embercleave. There it is. That's the one thing bad about... So if you put it on this, that must means he has another 1/1 in the weights. That's good. That could kill that. So we're going to play this, play the Tome. I think I'm just going to kill it now anyways, in case, because of Ranger's Guile. So just kill it now. There's no reason to wait. You're going to do that anyways. Might as well just do it now. Because if he just plays a 1/1 and plays Ranger's Guile, then you just lose the game. So I'm at 5. That is a little scary since this is not at 3. So I have to start cranking this up quickly. Yeah, there's another one, sure. Alright, let's see what I got. Essence Scatter. That's not good enough. What else you got? Well, that's good for me because I could call even now. Hopefully, he doesn't have another 1/1. What are the chances, you guys? What are the chances he has another 1/1? Alright, I'm just gonna... They had priority on the second main phase. Yep, exactly. They have, yep. Alright, what are the chances he has another 1/1? I killed 2 of them. Because Scavenging News doesn't do it. That's fine. Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks, or that's bad about Arena, is when it holds priorities, stuff, you know, little things like this. If you can catch those effects, it makes you a little better of a player. You know, obviously in Paper Magic, things like that wouldn't happen because your opponent would just be like, okay, pass. But in Arena, it pauses for the game for them, so it kind of gives away stuff for you, which is good, I guess, for you, but kind of unfair also in a sense. Ugh, I don't have enough black mana. Otherwise that would have been really good. Alright, so this is interesting. I feel like this is a Ranger's Guile. But then again, I don't know, because it didn't pause. So I guess the only way to tell is if I play this. If I had another black mana here, so if I had 3 black mana, I would just hold these up. But I only have 2 black mana, so I can't. If it's a Ranger Guile, I lose the game. So what I'm gonna do here is just see what if it is. Let's see. Is there a pause? There's a pause. You can't equip on my turn. Shucks. Alright, so it's either Bone Crusher or Ranger's Guile. If it's Ranger's Guile, I lose. If it's Bone Crusher, I don't lose. That's so bad. Let's see. If I bounce this, he could just recast it, because he could just attack and recast it. If I bounce this, he Ranger's Guile. Alright, let's find out. It's a moment of truth. I can make a 2/3, and this becomes a 3/3, and then it becomes a 4/4. Tramples for 1. Tramples, yeah, that'd be 5/2. Alright. Don't be Ranger's Guile. Just hopefully it's a pause because he could use the effect. Okay, so it's a pause because he can use the effect. Sure, that's fine. If he draws a 1/1, I lose the game, but I gotta take the chance, right? What's in his hand? Because of Scavenging Ooze, then damn, that's a really good card. What is that card? He didn't want to give that up. Bone Crusher? Yeah, there it is. So it is Bone Crusher. Alright. I need a black mana. I need a black mana. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. So he's gonna equip it. That's fine. Let's see what's on top. Ooh. Oh man. I mean, you still technically lose. That's. I should have just played this, but I was hoping to draw another black mana. That way I could hold both up, but if I would have played this, I would have been really good. Ashiok is obviously really good. And he can't respond. I'm gonna have to leave it on top. He can't respond with, so if I do this, so I'm gonna play this tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I have to play this tapped. I could just kill it also and just use that. So if I kill it, I go to 3, use Tome, go to 7. Double Strike. Yeah, Double Strike is gonna... I could cast Ashiok, remove it, and then he can't respond because it's all one effect, so it goes into his hand and then it exiles. He can't use the Bone Crusher, it's all one effect. Or I can just use this on this and use this. That might be better. It's more mana efficient also. Okay, well, I better hurry up because my time's about to run out. So I'm just gonna return this, I guess. I could have also returned Embercleave, and then it technically wouldn't be game. Why is he saying good game? I don't get it. Why did he say it's good game? I'm at 5, but this guy can't attack. I'm lost. Does he just like... Did he like know what's on top of his deck? Oh, okay. I was like, did he just know exactly what's on top of his deck? So I can do this, kill it. Yeah, we'll just kill it. So I'm at 9. Get to draw a card. Okay. No, not yet. Not yet. Good thing I killed it. Otherwise, that would have been game. Oh, no, because I could have killed that in response, I guess. So, never mind. Alright, let's draw a card. Gain some life. Alright, Extinction. Deals with his non-hasties. Could scry here also. Don't need more lands, though. That's kind of good and kind of bad because I take life for it, but at the same time it helps me draw cards. I'll take the Heartless Act though. I'll draw a card. I'll take 2. I'm just gonna play this out as a land just because I need a scry and I have a kill spell here, so I need to technically get higher mana count results. 4 mana. Alright, so let me see what I scry first. Because I might want to do that. We'll keep this. I'll use that to kill this instead, and then hold this at instant speed. Does he have a ranges guile? He does. Yep, there we go. We'll use, I guess, 2 kill spells, but it worked. I'm at 7. I'm not dead yet. Even if he draws a haste 1/1, not dead yet. Another eliminate, another removal. That's why you have more removal in the sideboard against these type of decks. So odd. Equip it. I'm gonna use Extinction here instead of the eliminate and hold the eliminate. Ooh, that's actually very good. Actually, I'll take them both. That makes me want to eliminate it now instead. No, I'll hold it. So Extinction, let's call odd. Because now I can use, so now I'm able to hold up neutralize. Yeah, double scry, exactly. I don't need it, but it does help. I have to counter this. Because otherwise it creates 2 bodies. Normally I wouldn't, because I could kill the 1/1, but it creates 2 bodies. And you never know, he might draw another 1/1. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Edge wall. So let's see if he has any more. He's gonna try to equip it. That's fine. That resolves. He's just trying to win with this Embercleave. I'll take the Essence Scatter because obviously it's all creatures, and this should be enough mana to kill this and hold that up. I just keep killing everything he's throwing out at me. That's what control does. Once it gets to a state of the game like this, it's just evolving rounds. It's so hard to kind of combat. I would like to draw cards, but don't need either one of these. I have a neutralize if he tries to play like a henge. There's Brazen Borrower, so I could bounce this now. At end step, I could bounce this. So that way he has to try to recast it, and then I can also flash this in. It'll be in my win condition. So the Brazen Borrower might come in handy here for the win. Make sure I tap, because I don't know if I'll have enough. Let's put this back to your hand, because that is scary. That's fine, I guess. And then we'll just, well, I guess if 1 Brazen Borrower is good, 2 is better. If 1 was good, 2 is better. The Brazen Borrowers are coming in handy on the draw here. Make him use up his mana, I guess, again. Go ahead and flush it in again. You're not doing anything else with your mana, you might as well do it, I guess. Let's go, borrowers. Let's go, borrowers. Ooh, okay, I think I just locked it up. Counter 3 of his cards and I'm hitting him for 6 every turn. Next turn he goes to 5, I counter, yep, I don't care about this card. Next turn he goes to 5, I counter whatever he plays, I counter whatever he plays, I counter whatever he plays. I don't need lands, although it's good, but I don't need lands. Make sure I have enough mana held up, so it requires 3, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I can do this. I can hold up all the counter spells and play the tome. He's at 6, or he's at 5. Yeah, look at this go. Look at this. So I'm not going to use the effect to because I don't want to tap out. I need all the mana for all this, so I'm just going to do this. I'll take that, sure. So there's a pause, okay. What's the pause for? Bone Crusher me? Okay. Bone Crusher me. Yeah, well, if you targeted my Brazen Borrower, I'm obviously countering it. Well, there you go. Push Q 2 times quickly. There it is. That was an easy 5-0 right there. That's all this other stuff. That was an easy 5-0. So there it goes. There's the deck. So now overall the deck is 8-1. Gems. The deck is 8-1. Here, let's look at it real quick again. Overall, this deck is 8-1. In the event, I just 5-0'd. So yeah, there's the deck. Like I said, there's a few changes you can do. You know, you could take maybe one of these out. You can maybe bring this to 3 if you like. The lands are just, obviously, you can't change much of the lands. The lands are there. This is good as a one-of catch-all kind of effect. It draws you cards as a land, so you keep that. So yeah, if there's anything you need to change or want to change, I would say Thirst for Meaning maybe, Jwari Disruption, but like I said, it's a land worst case scenario and 1 extinction. But overall, it's a very solid deck. 8-1 so far, so and you just solved the 5-0. But yeah, so that's the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck. I will, in the description below, I will put the link to the deck, and I will also put the link to my Twitch account because I stream I think 7 days usually a day, and I'll put the link to my Twitch, my stream decker, the link to the deck, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hit the like, subscribe button. I will be posting more videos on YouTube. I was kind of on a little break, but now I'm back. So yeah, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, add comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.